Do you believe in the Trump jinx?
I'll believe it if the New York Knicks win Game 4 tomorrow and he doesn't show up. Because to be honest with you, they looked horrible last night compared to how they looked the previous 13 games. They weren't on their game. They didn't seem to have any cohesiveness whatsoever. Jalen Brunson certainly did not have his best game. Josh Hart was having a good game. Karl Anthony Towns didn't get the ball enough. Mikal Bridges was awful offensively. No spacing, no fluidity in their offense whatsoever. And they seemed more nervous than the visitors. And the visitors are being led by 22-year-olds, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and other guys that were supposed to be on a stage that was supposedly too big for them. And it turned out to be too big for the New York Knicks, and conveniently and coincided with the president showing up, which I implored him not to do.
Why did you tell him not to do it?
Because I knew it was going to mess up their mojo. When you consider the New York Knicks and the way they've been vibing and the rapid fandom of their fan base and the way you had these watch parties outside of Madison Square Garden and everything, about 6,000 to 7,000 people were going to be displaced. They were going to have to be pushed, to Bryant Park or Central Park. And I thought that that was a huge problem because I thought that that atmosphere was so electric. It was something unlike we have seen. I've been covering sports for 30 years. I challenge anybody to tell me they've seen a better, more rabid environment than the New York Knicks had at Madison Square Garden as they were making this run towards the NBA Finals. Donald Trump is a Queens native. Donald Trump is a New Yorker, real estate mogul, been here all his years, lifelong Knicks fan and what have you. He was there in '73 when Walt Clyde Frazier and those boys showed up in Game 7. He was in New York in 1970 when Willis Reed walked through that tunnel. He's been around for the last 53 years, seeing one disappointment after another with the New York Knicks. What can go wrong has gone wrong. You don't mess with the mojo when it's favoring you. Any sports fan will tell you that. And to be the president of the United States, to sit up there knowing that you got the White House, Mar-a-Lago, Westminster, and you gonna come to New York City where thousands of people have to be moved aside, where 6th Avenue to 9th Avenue arguably was shut down, from the 20s to the 30s, shut down, just to make things convenient for you. Yeah, you're the president of the United States. You cause that kind of inconvenience traffic-wise. You mess with the fandom, and I thought that's what he did coming into the game last night. And I said before the game, if the New York Knicks lose this game, it's his fault. And I'm sitting here on national television telling you and telling America and everybody, not about politics, it's about a New Yorker that's a Knicks fan that knows what the suffering is that we have endured, and he betrayed all of us by showing up and disrupting their momentum. He deserves the blame for this loss, which is what I told Bill Riley on his show this afternoon, trying to argue with me. I had to tell him to stay in his lane. All of a sudden, he doesn't know sports. Oh, please, come on, this didn't have any effect. How do you know? Please, it had an effect. Trust me, the ferv wasn't what it was all these other nights before last night. I'm telling you.
My points of pushback are, one, he is not a New Yorker anymore. He's a Floridian.
That doesn't count.
Left.
Once you're a Knicks fan, you're a Knicks fan, baby. Once you're a Knicks fan, you're a Knicks fan.
He trashed us. He said New York sucks. He went down to Florida.
Come on, man. Don't get caught up in that.
That's a big reason they were booing him last night. Why were they booing him? Because they messed up the mojo?
Yes, security issues, details, people having to be moved out, everybody taking us through. Do you have any idea? I had to be at the game at 4 o'clock. To make sure I got in there in time for a 6 o'clock Sports Center. I was there 4.5 hours before game time.
Listen,
he inconvenienced a lot of people. That's why he got booed, because he messed up the flow.
I think that he was going to get booed anyway, but sure. I don't disagree with your point. I see the whole thing last night as a metaphor. You say it's not politics. I think it is absolutely politics and will be revisited in the midterms, because that scene yesterday.
That's right.
6,000 to 7,000 people who couldn't have the money to get on the inside, got told, let them eat cake. Yeah. Go home and watch it on TV. We're putting a wall around the garden, and you can't get in, because this is only for the rich people. That's who gets to enjoy a moment like this.
That's fair.
Not people like you. And me as the president, I want to go and I want to see it, and I don't care about the rest of you.
That's exactly
the
message that he was sending.
That is going to be the message of the midterms.
In that regard, I get where you're coming from. I'm not disagreeing with that. I was saying that my position wasn't political. My position was, damn it, You are a native New Yorker and a lifelong Knicks fan. You know what we have been suffering from. You have been a part of it. I used to see Trump at Knicks games all the time. He was always there rooting for them. And then suddenly they're flowing. If you know your sports, you know how this rolls. When your team is flowing, okay, what was it that I was doing? Let me not mess with it. Let me continue that trend, because the slightest thing that I do wrong or that I avert away from that, it might spoil the mojo that we got right now at our disposal. That's what he did yesterday. It was selfish, it was narcissistic, and it was disrespectful to the Knicks fans everywhere, because we didn't need that from him. We needed him at the White House, Mar-a-Lago, or someplace else, rooting for the Knicks from a distance, not to come and inconvenience thousands of people and mess with us. That's why they lost. And if they win tomorrow night and he ain't there, you've got your answer. You won without him, you lost while he was there.